Well, you know what I'm about to say. I hate when that happens. I gotta finish up, so it's a freaking thing. Anyway, in wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. This is part two. Just got cut off. I'll just say for spiritual sake. Kal halal Yahweh Bashiman Shai Bahashim Rakwak Wadash, the Wada Yahweh Bashiman Shai, forgiving us, the Wada Yahweh forgiving us Yahweh Shai, and Shalom to Yakim, and double honors to the apostles. This is a part two. I just wanted to say that real quick. So, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay, so going back to Ephesians, right? It says, and having done all to stand. So that's, we just read what it means to all to stand. You know, and only the elect will come into the wisdom of the Lord, right? And into this grace period before, that's wisdom, before having faith in our Lord before the destruction comes, so we can be saved from the Lord's wrath. That's true wisdom. That's true intelligence. That's true enlightenment, right? That's the true knowledge. Because anything other than that, you trying to build a society or start a business in this country, or build a community and bring people together. That's not wisdom, because the true knowledge of the Lord, the prophecy states that this place is gonna go out, man, by fire, by nuclear war, and the Lord's coming back to destroy. So why would you build something when it's gonna get destroyed in the future, right? Why would you invest in a building and you know it's gonna be, it's gonna they're gonna the government's gonna take it down in 3 years, right? You wouldn't buy the building, but that's what you people are doing. You're buying into society when the scriptures say this is going to crumbling down, and we're at the end. We know by the current events of the world, mainly the war and the biometric technology that is being mandated around the people, around the governments, mandating around the world. It says, "Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, right, and having the breastplate of faith." That's right. It's all about that. And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Okay? Shod. What's that word mean right there? Shod. Let's look that up. I don't know what that means, so. And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of truth. So, but steady, steadfast. Hoopadea.
Strong's G 5265. Hupadeo. Hupadeo.
Bind. It says bind, shod, to be shod with, to underbind, to bind under oneself, bind on. So just to be binded, bond. So we got to be bonded. How to say? We got to be bonded. How to phrase it? And your feet binded, right, with the preparation of the news of the Most High, of the Lord, of the kingdom, because that's peace, right? So we gotta have it in our minds. We gotta really glue our minds to this enchantment or the good news of the Lord. By his promise, which is the kingdom. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. That's right, and this is one of them, the Epstein thing. You're not gonna fool the elect with this BS, man. We all know it's a ritual. We all know it's a psyop. And but you're not going to fool the elect. And take the helmet of salvation, right, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. This is a battle. This is a war, man. That's why all these analogies are warlike analogies. Helmet, helmet of salvation, a sword, the sword of the Spirit, right? Praying always, that's right, with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. That's right, just persevering. No matter what's going on in your life, we got to endure, keep praying, keep fasting, keep learning, keep teaching, right? Keep begging the Lord, right? Keep begging Yahweh Shah, your deliverer, your savior, for the elect to wake up, for him to come establish the Father's truth through Him in the world, through His Son. All right, and the elect, the government body, and to get rid of this damn devil and put him right into slavery. Yeah, we talk about you Edomites. It says, for me, that the utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel. So we got the news. So we got that. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. So yeah, we read that. Finally, my Lord, be strong in the Lord, in the power of His might. Right, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. The wiles means deceit. This whole thing that's going on with the we just read the memory warfare is deceit, right? We looked up here memory warfare, and one of the descriptions was deceit, right? Trying to find it, so I know it said deceit here. Oh yeah, was it? Just freaking pissed me off, man. Okay, yeah, deceit, false memories. That's deceit, creating and implanting false memories, fake events that never happened as a key tactic. Artificial intelligence, deepfakes can be used to create convincing but false videos. Right, something that's false is they're advertising like it's true, and audio to influence what people believe. We get it, but I'm a little stubborn. So I know we read deceit earlier and part of the definition here. I just can't find it, but we got the point. Okay, so we get it. So let's go to one more, and I'm done. We're gonna go to Stargazers. Let me see. Stupid thing, man. Let me look at this up real quick. Uh, Prognosticators, stargazers in scriptures. Isaiah 47:13. Okay, yeah. Isaiah 47:13. Let's go to that. Isaiah 47:13. Lament for Babylon. That's right. So cry because this place is going down. Babylon the Great. All right. Isaiah 47:13. It was. I want to get to the point. I could break that down, but I want to get to the point. I got to read most of it, and then we'll finish off. So, lament for Babylon, come down, right, and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Now it says virgin daughter of Babylon. Why does it says virgin daughter? Because um, it represents a nation not getting. It's not talking about Babylon. It says the virgin daughter of Babylon, which represents it not getting touched, right? And that Hebrew word there is bathwala, right, which means not. It's not ayalama in the Hebrew, which means a young woman. This virgin, it means, as you see here, bathwa. Let's pronounce it right. Bathwa, bath, bathwala, bathwala, or bath Allah, bathwa Allah. Let me say it right. Bathwala, Slakia, right? And it says basically feminine. Pure and unspotted, so called, a being separated and secluded. So a woman never been touched. So what does that mean? It's talking about again America, because Babylon is America, because Babylon means confusion, right? Kun means with, fuse means to blend and mix together. This was what America is. They're the nation on the earth that inhabits the most infused or blended nations in the world. All nations in the world you can find in America. All nationalities, and what with these nationalities, they bring their beliefs, which is basically idolatry. All right. So, oh, come down, oh, sit in the dust, which is confusion. That's what that dust represents, right? A low confusion. O virgin daughter of Babylon, right? Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. So again, the Lord's mocking them. The Chaldeans were witches and warlocks in the Babylonian Empire, right? For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, right? And at one point it was, right after World War II, when America not decimated, but they annihilated all competition, and they were the only people business on the block, where they're the ones that were exporting goods throughout the whole world, and able to become that superpower that that they became. All right. So, and it was delicate because everyone wanted to come here and make money, but not anymore. It's basically a third world country now. It says, take the millstones, right? Take the millstones and grind the mill, uncover the light locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. All right. It says, meaning again, I'm trying to read this fast. Take the millstones and grind the mill. All right. Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Because in ancient world, when you pass over a river or a stream, what would you do? You would lift up your garment. You lift your garment, and you would obviously see your legs, right? Right. So you would see your nakedness, so to speak. Okay. Um, it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, right? Um, Yea, thy shame shall be seen. We all know that nakedness in the scriptures refers to sin, right? Not being butt naked like these churches tell you in your comic books in the churches and their little comic books, with Adam and Eve. It's talking about them being butt naked, right? It's talking about sin, okay? When it says Adam and Eve sinned, or they knew sin, it means that they knew transgressions, they knew of the breaking of the law. They were actually acting it out, right? So thy nakedness shall be uncovered, that sin, yea, the shame shall be seen. So the shame and nakedness of the sinful nature of America is being seen all around the world, or Babylon. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Let's talk about the Lord Yahweh Shai. All right, he's coming back. He's not going to meet you as a man. He's come back in his full power. As for our Redeemer, the Lord, right, who brought us back to the Most High Father, the Lord Abba Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called thy lady of kingdoms. That's right. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy upon the ancient upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Right, because we are the ancient people of the we are the ancient people of the world. We're people from the past. We are the people from beyond, like Abraham, beyond, like they show on that, um, beyond region, right? We're the ancient people, or the opposite side. But we can keep going on. And thou said, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it, right? Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, right? That sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. So you have, I remember McCain, he died. You know, McCain, who ran for president back. Who you run against? Was it Obama? When McCain ran, right, he said that we're going to be, or even before then, not when he ran, when he was a senator, you say, yeah, we're going to be in Afghanistan for 100 years. All right. That's the mentality of these damn devils. And, you know, they think they're going to go on forever. Nobody's going to break them down. They still saying it today that no nation, right? Trump said we could destroy any country in the world. That stout, that proudness, like it says in Daniel, the 7th chapter, about that proud nation. It says, therefore, hear now this, thou art given to pleasures. Yeah, it's called hedonism, right? This whole place is about play hard and work hard, play hard, right? Something to that effect. All about partying, all about pleasures, all about fulfilling all their wicked desires, you know, which is you already know what. It said that dwellers carelessly, they do. You know, plenty of examples, but one I'm thinking about off the bat is when they let these open up the borders and they let everybody in. You know, hey, that's why they call it Babylon, right? There's no is unwalled villages like the scriptures describe, right? This place is careless, right? This government, its economy. Look at the debt. When you're in debt like that, you're careless. They're spending, military spending, the budget, how they do, the corruption in the country. They're careless, you know. The Epstein thing, careless. It says that sayest in my thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come unto thee in one moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their profession of the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. That's right. That's all that whole Epstein thing. It's a memory warfare ritual, right? They're honoring their demonic god Saturn, which I'll probably finish off the show showing that, right? It's a ritual. It's sorcery. It's by trickery. We looked up earlier. Trickery, right? And for great abundance of thy great. This is all being done by great abundance of their enchantments, man. Heavily, the Urim, the modern day Urim is a TV constantly programming you what to think, propaganda, brainwashing you, gaslighting you, putting enchantments on you, putting spells on you to constantly rerun this Epstein thing, bringing up different arguments, just creating a bigger divide. That's the key. That's the key quality of the devil. He's about dividing. He's not about bringing people together, man. He's about dividing. The Lord said, if a kingdom is divided against itself, how can this kingdom stand? It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. It's like the wisdom and thy wisdom and knowledge, it hath perverted thee. Thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. It's like, sitting down so long. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it arises. The mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. I did want to highlight this real quick, right? It said, in one day, but these things shall come upon thee in one day, the Lord. So that's what makes sense in the New Testament when the Lord said, or Revelation, he's going to destroy this place in an hour, right? It also says that the scriptures say he saw Satan cast down as lightning. Okay, meaning very quick. Okay, very very fast. This place is gonna go down, man. When the Lord come back with the mighty angels and the so-called the spaceships, so-called UFOs with their spaceships, chariots of the Heavenly Father. It says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness." Or read that already. Therefore shall evil. I read that already. Stand now with thine enchantments. That's right. So the Lord's saying, you know what? As the phrase goes by, really John Jones made it popular of the UFC. Keep that energy, so to speak, right? Stand now with thine enchantments. So keep that same energy. Keep worshiping Satan when I come back, and use that against me. See where to get you. And with the multitude of thy sorceries, when thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. This is the point, right? They're wearied, man. You see how many heart transplants the Rothschilds are going through and stresses, people commit suicide. You got fightings that we don't know about going on amongst them, killing each other, doing this, doing that. They're being wearied, man. Especially if you go into you do your research on Project Looking Glass, which basically it's a simulation of a supercomputer, the quantum computing, or the CERN technology, showing them that no matter what they do after 2012, everything changed. No matter what they do, no matter what scenario they put in to bring the New World Order, it's always comes to the computer. Always comes back and says the writing on the wall. Kind of, it's basically that's what it is. The writing on the wall, Project Looking Glass, that they can't get around this catastrophic event. All right, so there's an event that's happening. They can't get around. They've put a million simulations, and they still can't get around this catastrophic event. What is that catastrophic event? It's the comeback of Yahushua, man, son of Yahweh. All right, that's right, and the destruction of the elites, the nation of Edom. Jacob is the beginning of the world. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followed. But right at that time, that's what I was talking about. So where was I? So they are weird with the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the star gauges, the monthly prognosticators, all right, stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them away. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. They shall not be a coal to warm at it, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee. With the womb thou hast labored, even thy merchants from the youth. They shall wander, every one to his quarter. None shall save thee. All right, so that was it. I guess I'll leave it. It's like Isaiah 47. You know, the continuation. I'll just show you real quick. Let me go to the show that I did, and I'm going to show you the... This is a show that I did. If you go to my page and you hit videos, sometimes you got to hit live, or you go to videos because they're separated. If you want to see recent stuff, just go to home, because sometimes none of that will come up. And you scroll over it, it has right past live streams. So you can see that here too, right? So if you go to videos and you scroll down, this is the pre-recorded ones. This is the show that I did on what we're talking about here. So you see the thumbnail. Major aside from the spirit of Satan, Saturn. So And then the first one is a lot to decode here. Major aside from the spirit of Saturn. So I'll post in the description, you know. And let me go here because I think I put in the description one. Yeah, I put in the description. Our brother got a question. I didn't see this. I gotta answer this. I gotta answer this here. All right. So this is right here. And for right, make America. I know I put literature in the some stuff in the description. Hold up. See, hold up. One. What the hell happened, man? Hold up, man. I know I got it somewhere. All right, man. I'm just gonna finish the show. Cause let me know. Let me pause this. Yeah. Let me. Okay, I'm trying to. I had to pause it, so my word might be different. Might be off from the. My audio might be off. So I had to go back and look. I'm trying to look for it now. It wasn't that video. It was another one, right? But I did have it here. I did a video this years ago. You can watch this too. Maybe I'll post this. Remember this Kanye West psyop, and it has Eustace Mullins, a quote I never forget. So remember I mentioned him in the last show, right? So I think I remember the show was called Saturday Night Nigga Brawl. That was a good one too. This guy, um, Saturday Night Nigga Brawl. I gotta find it. That's where the Saturn stuff was. Okay, so I passed it. Look at that demon. Uh, trying to find the show. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's under live. Just want to find this for uh, real quick. Ah, boy, I'm getting pissed off, boy. I gotta pause it again. Okay, I found it. I went back too far. This is the show here. Saturday, Saturday Nigga Brawl. All right. Right, and again, that was a quote. So, I know I have it. Yep, there we go. Right here. So I'll post this in the description too, right? And See, all this here is all the info on the Saturn worship. So let me see if I could pull up one thing. This is all, like, this is like my top reference for that. All this stuff here is very good. That's not the one I want though. So let's go back. I think this is it. Yeah, Saturn and the you can read that. Saturn and the JEWS. Right, goes into, this is one of the reasons that we're all black. Right, so this is you could look into that too, find out more about it. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, there we go. This is what I wanted here. The New World Order right here. Maybe if I forget to post this, you could just go to this. Maybe I'll post this show, and you go to description, and you could pull it up. I posted it in the description box. So you see this here. As you can see, this all lays it all out. See the black cube of Saturn. You see it in Australia. You see it in Denmark. See it in Manhattan. You see it in Santana, whatever. And this is what you see. This is the planet Saturn. Right, and the North Pole of it says Saturn is named after Saturn. Saturday is named after Saturn. The sixth planet. I forgot about that. Right, it's the sixth planet in the solar system. Look at that. Right, it is the sixth day of the week. Right, it has a six-sided polygon in its port, North Pole, 666. It represents by hexagon, cube, or six-sided star. So again, it's a cube, but when it's tilted, it's really 6 points. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? And then when you look at it, you can see it here too. So first you count all the outside points. There's 5, and the middle is 6. So if you kind of look at it, a little eye trick there, it looks like a Y. And really, if you look at it closer, that's really the Baphomet symbol. Okay, boom, 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 and also, excuse me, that's the inversion of the logos. See, I forgot about that. That's what that meant. You see, the Saturn, it's the upside down cross. So inversion of the logos. So it represents the Lord. Not Lord, it represents being opposite of the Lord, because he died on a cross, but this is the upside down cross, the peace sign. You see? So I just forgot about that, and look at that. You can see right there. And really, that's the Baphomet symbol, the inversion of the logos. You see all this satanic symbolism here, man. 666. So again, the cubit, the Mecca stone, they got that. That's a part of that. That's really the Saturn worship. You got the Bank of America. They got a cube as a shape, and you see all this here. This is the black cube Saturn worship. Okay, now going back again to the this here, right? Like I said, I got this from Paul Sarah's show. This is what this is. Saturn grid confirmed. All right. Because everybody's coming to the conclusion they're going to find about the Saturn thing, but they're going to try to counter it as well with their own lies. So anyway, that was it. This is a way long show. It's 11 o'clock. I got tomorrow's camp. And I'll lower on the speed in the description. And it's impossible for me to do short shows, but you know, I pray you edified. And again, you know, the Epstein files, the title stemming from the first one, the Epstein files. Can this be memory warfare ritual? You know, and like I said, come to your conclusions. And I brought out Ephesians 4 and 6, and we went into Isaiah 47. You know, through the Spirit of the Lord to counter that. So pray you edify. So with that, So anyway, at the end of the day, these are all sides, man, and the only ones who are gonna make it out of these lies, the deception, the trick, is nothing more than the none more than the elect, the ones who believe in Yahweh Shemai. Period. All right. Yeah. It says I will say Kal Halal Yahweh by Shemai Shai by Shemar Kokodash the Wada Yahweh Fikim Yahweh. Double honors to the apostles of JMS, double honors to the CT bishops, and shalom to you brothers in this country and all the world. Prophesying the true Mary Yahweh by Shemai Shai. Shalom. Sorry for the long show, man. It was long. All right, shalom.